Well, Elon Musk is talking about Mars again. He recently posted that he wants to send humans to Mars as soon as 2029 or more likely 2031. So let's ignore that in 2016 he said he wanted to send humans to Mars by 2024, and how in 2017 he said he'd be offering private trips around the moon for the following year, which didn't happen, and his Tesla cyber taxi promises, and all the other imaginary dates that Elon Musk has conjured into existence over the years, and ask, why is Elon Musk so intent on going to Mars? As Musk has said, he wants to, quote, make it so that anyone can travel to Mars if they would like to, and with the eventual goal of being, quote, to make Mars a self-sustaining civilization. Because, and I'll quote Musk from 2020 on this, if there's something terrible that happens on Earth, either made by humans or natural, we want to have, like, life insurance for life as a whole. And it's a bit strange that 5 years later, Musk seems to be at least somewhat interested in making terrible things happen right here on Earth himself, and pairs this with an adversarial stance relative to NASA and an obvious financial motive behind the private for-profit SpaceX that Musk is CEO of. But we talked about that kind of thing last week in my crypto piece, and I do think space exploration is incredible. There are amazing scientific opportunities provided by being in space that aren't achievable on Earth. But the price of getting humans to Mars is enormous, and the things we have to overcome to get there aren't necessarily things that are going to help us on this planet, a planet that's currently having some very pressing issues. For one thing, it's extraordinarily hard on the human body to be in space for prolonged amounts of time. One study is examining how extended space travel causes things like your brain compressing because it's pushing up against the top of your skull in microgravity, and how biomarkers associated with neurodegenerative diseases seem to rise significantly after long periods in space. And we're not talking about a few days to the moon, we're talking about a few years to do a manned mission to Mars. Beyond that, the costs have been estimated to be $500 billion US or more. In my opinion, we now have more than ever the need to think about scientific advances that can help us all live better lives here on Earth, and not vanity projects of questionable values by people whose motives seem glaringly apparent. So in closing, let me suggest a much better use for these enormous amounts of money by quoting the great comic Bill Hicks. Spend it feeding and clothing and educating the poor of the world, which it would do many times over, not one human being excluded, and then we could explore space together, both inner and outer, forever in peace. Amen to that, brother. I'm the other Mac.